pop punk band. Because the youth is what is driving everything. How do you get the youth to come out? That's always like the toughest part. Even if you're a promoter, it's like, how do you get the youth to come to a show? Because even though a lot of shows are driven by beer sales, you want
all beer sales.
It's all beer sales, but you want the kids to come out because they're the next generation of kids that are going to be, partying at these shows.
Yeah.
But there's a band that's out there called In Her Own Words.
Okay.
And the lead singer of that band is the younger brother.
Female?
No, it's actually it's a male.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. The lead singer of that band, In Her Own Words, his name is Joey Fleming. He's the younger brother of the drummer in my friend's band, Coercion, or The Blueprint, back in the day.
Oh, cool.
My buddy Jay Wilhelm,
yeah.
Who unfortunately passed away of cancer about 13 years ago now. Holy cow, it's been that long. But 13 years ago, his younger brothers weren't even on the radar for music. They were just starting out. Now, the middle child, Tommy Fleming, he's a drummer on cruise ships, doing his musical career on that. And then the youngest one, Joey, he's doing international touring with his punk band called In Her Own Words. They got like 300,000 followers on Spotify. Awesome. But I like staying with the pop punk because that's always like a youth.
You're a pop punker?
I'm a pop punker.
Are you into it, Day to Remember?
I am, but not present day, A Day to Remember. This is like 2006, 7.
So when they first came out,
yeah,
you were hip to them.
Yeah, because they were. It was like this new post-era hard, or maybe like pre-hardcore or post-era hardcore. I want to say because it was like sing, raps a lot with like a lot of like yelling and screaming, chug chug. It was basically built around the breakdown.
Chun chun chun.
Yeah, the gent bands. But A Day to Remember, 4 Year Strong, and Newfound Glory.
Newfound Glory, yep.
Yeah.
They're all kind of in the same vein.
Yeah, we all drove to Allentown, Pennsylvania, like years ago, early 2000s, to go see those bands play at this place called like the Gator Rock Club. Pretty nuts. It was awesome. Best Burger King experience I've ever had, by the way.
Huh. There's some bands that I'm starting to get hip to that have been out for a while.
You introduced me to Fire from the Gods.
Oh, yeah. I've been obsessed with those guys.
Dude, they are awesome.
Great band.
They are awesome, like straight up.
That's a great gym band. Like, you're working out in the gym, that's who I listen to right now is Fire from the Gods. It's very inspiring.
It is. It really is. Especially, it's just like Rage Against the Machine. It's like the message that's behind it, definitely fuels you when you're at the gym.
Yeah, for sure. It's got a great message. It's borderline political.
Mm-hmm.
There's some politics in there.
It's supposed
for
to be
sure.
insightful.
But it's very inspirational, and you could tell like the dude faced a lot of adversity in his life.
Yeah. I'd like to dive more into the band instead of just listen to their music.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
well, the singer is new. Like, they only did 2 albums with him. And before that, they were more of a, like, screamo type of band.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, if you dig deep into their catalog from back in the day, it's more...
I'll definitely have to give it a whirl.
It's more heavier, than now they're experimenting with more, like, reggae and funk and what they are today. So, yeah, good bands. But the other bands that I've been diving into that I haven't really paid attention to before in the past, Arctic Monkeys.
Oh, yeah.
I love that band.
Yeah, man.
I've been obsessed with them. A friend of mine turned me on to them recently. I was just listening to it, and I can't stop listening to them. I think they're a great band.
They're actually really good.
I like those bands that simplify things. Like Arctic Monkeys are a band that simplify things. Like the Black Keys, they're another band that simplify things. Get that old vintage sound.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Less is more.
Oh, yeah, man.
Smooth licks and just singing over the top.
Like those licks.
You like the licks?
Yeah, the Arctic Monkeys are really good. There's another band because I keep in contact with Peanut from 311 on Twitter, and I'm usually asking him, it's like, what's a new book to read? Like what are you listening to nowadays? What's an album that defined 2019 for you? And he'll usually chirp back because he's a pretty cool, like awesome person like that. But he just turned me on to a band, or actually a performer named Baroness, Yellow and Green. Something to check out.
Yellow and Green, weren't they here before?
That's Red, Gold, and Green.
Okay.
So that reggae rock band, which is also really awesome, by the way. But there's a performer out there called Baroness.
Baroness?
Baroness.
Okay.
pretty eclectic music.
All right.
You know, just something new to listen to. You got to give it the gym listen. You got to give it the shower listen.
That's when you kind of listen to the most music, right? When you're in the gym.
When you're in the gym, when you're in the shower, because you gotta have these. You got to be able to listen to it everywhere because you got to experience it on all levels. Because you drive with it, you work out to it, you shovel the driveway with it, you know, and then you get the real listen if it's good shower music, you know, because there's certain songs that are out there and you're like, you gotta, you know, jump out of the shower to skip it, and you're like, I don't want to listen to that.
Or you jump out of the shower to play it again.
Yeah,
There's a lot of that. That's when I become obsessed with the band. You know, I'm obsessed with the band if I'll play the song over and over again.
Right.
Fire from the Gods was one of those bands. And still are.
yeah, they're great, man.
Still listening to them.
You turn me on to them,
Repeatedly.
and like when I see you in the gym, I'll flick it over. I'll flick it right over. I'm like, oh, it's my mans and them over there.
Oh, yeah. Man.
We're in.
We're in. It just pumps me up. It pumps me up. You bring up the year in review in 2019. Mm-hmm. Let's do I didn't get a chance to do. I got so busy like that whole week in between Christmas and New Year's that I didn't really do too many podcasts.
It's a blur. It goes quick.
It goes so
slow.
damn quick. And then I got a touch of the Wook flu after New Year's.
Dude, it's like a
which
Bermuda
usually happens.
Triangle at time.
Right.
You don't even know what's going on.
So what about 2019? We both work in the concert industry.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of everything. Give me some of your favorite shows from 2019.
Well, I missed a few shows of 2019 because I went on tour with Mo. Mo, Blues Traveler, and G Love. And no special sauce. It was just G Love. So it was G Love and the Dry Rub is what we were calling it.
Were you able to watch any of those shows?
I got to see 2 shows.
Yeah.
There was one in Northampton, Massachusetts that I got to, you know, I was privileged to see because we had a day off the next day. And I got to see the show in Austin for Vinny's birthday.
Oh, wow.
That was
Need to say no more. Vinny's birthday.
It was great. So Vinny turned 50, and we brought the cake on stage over at Stubbs. You know, we blew it out. Great time. Cheers
Legendary
backstage.
joint, too.
Dude, awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome all the time. We did 24 shows. I drove 10,000 miles. And then as soon as I got off tour, I went right into work with at the fair.
Yeah, you were with us.
Yeah, did the fair for 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
So I was pretty burnt out.
I bet.
Like that was basically the end of my 2019 until but you know, musically, best show.
So give me some of your favorites from the year.
Well,
I'm actually going to pull up mine.
I got to see 311 on the cruise. So I did a cruise in March. That was my 4th installment on the 311 cruises. I don't think I'm going to do any more. I mean, the cruises are fun,
Yeah. We're going to talk about this, too.
but you know, because everyone's on Jam Cruise right now.
Right.
You're rolling the dice, man. Because if you're out to sea, and those storms come, and you start seeing like the grays, the dark gray clouds, you just brace yourself.
There's nowhere to go.
There's nowhere to go. You better have just go. Just hurt. You see the gray clouds, go get the Dramamine. Just pump it right down, because before you know it, you're going to be just ass over tea kettle, throwing up. It comes out with such ease too, and you just feel so awful, and there's nothing you can stop it from coming up. And it's just constant. It's churning, and as much as the boat's swaying out there, it's swaying 10 times more in your stomach. So.
Let's get back to the shows, though.
Yes.
We'll talk about the boats in a minute, because I definitely want to talk about Jam Cruise and everything.
Best show?
Yep.
Tough one. I see so many because I do the Lakeview Amphitheater out in Syracuse.
Yep.
I also do Darien Lake and SPAC. I just love the communal shit with like the jam bands because it's just background music. Everyone's there to have a great time because I get to see them in like their sweet release. Their most primal thing for being at a show is like you paid money to go see this band. This is your favorite band. You're buying merch. You're having a picnic with the fam. You brought 20 of your friends, and it's a coming together. I love that. I didn't get to see too many metal shows this year.
No.
Those metal fans are great.
Yeah.
They just stand there and Drink beer.
It's the same thing. The jam band fans and the metal fans are exactly the same. Just there's more black in the metal fans.
Yep.
And the drugs are a little different.
The smidge.
Smidge different. And but they're all there for the purpose of the music, and that's the important thing. And it's more of a communal thing on both aspects. You know, on both sides of the coin with the jam band and the metalheads. It's a very communal thing.
It's very fluid with the jam band scene, where it's not necessarily rigid in the metal scene, but it's definitely segmented.
Yeah, there you go.
Compartmentalized.
I'm going to throw this out to everybody, too. Some of the favorite shows that you've seen in 2019. I'll get to my list right here. You ready for my list?
Yeah, man, I'm ready.
All right. So, number 5, Allman Betts at the Stanley Theater. That was a great show.
That was a great show.
Great show. And that actually started to catapult the Stanley back in the...
Middle of June, right?
Right in it was the middle of June, and like that was the beginning of the Stanley starting to be like, yeah, we're gonna get a bunch of great concerts here.
Yeah, man, I was there. That was a great show.
That was a fun show. As a matter of fact, Allman Betts is going to be at the Westcott Theater coming up next month too.
Oh, right on.
So check that out. It's great. It features sons of the Allman Brothers. It's like you close your eyes, you think you're watching the Allman Brothers. But the cool thing is, they're doing their own original stuff, and then they sprinkle in some of the Allman Brother classics. It's a great show. Check it out. Number 4, Marcus King at Paper Mill Island. Remember that one?
Oh, I didn't go to that one.
Oh, that's right. You weren't there. You were on tour at the time.
I think it was just before I went on tour.
Well, it was the time when Woodstock was supposed to happen. Marcus King was supposed to play Woodstock, and then Chuck ended up picking up this show last minute. Shit, they only had like 2 weeks to promote it.
Yeah, they filled the island.
People, if you're not familiar with Marcus King, get hip to him. He's like a young Warren Haynes.
Yeah, definitely listen to his music.
He's a shredder.
Just wholesome.
It's
awesome.
To me, it was like Warren Haynes, Joe Bonamassa, and Stevie Ray Vaughan all tying their dicks together. That seriously, and the dude could sing too. He's a great show. Check out Marcus King, doing it at a high level. Number 3, you were at this one, Ice Cube at the New York State Fair.
Oh baby, even though it rained, he put on a show, man.
And it's freaking Ice Cube.
Yeah.
How often can you say you saw Ice Cube in concert?
Yeah, and gave him daps, fist pound. Even got a picture with him.
Yeah, he yelled at me. The air conditioning was too cold. But that was super
Ice
cool.
Cube said he was too cold.
Yeah. The irony, right? He's like, yo, man, turn on the air conditioner, man. All right, sorry. And Badger got a great picture with him, and that's like Badger's idol right there.
Dude, forever and always.
Forever and always. Number 2, sticking with the fair theme, The Roots.
Oh, yeah.
That was a great show in the pouring rain.
In the pouring rain.
Pouring rain. And people stood out in the pouring rain for hours
for
The Roots. What a great show.
Yeah, we let everybody use their umbrellas that day.
Yeah, you have to. What I love about The Roots is they don't stop. It's a nonstop, continuous show. One song into another, into another, into another. They don't stop.
Questlove.
Oh, he's great.
He's the clock.
And
he just keeps it going. He's always ticking.
It's funny because the fair director, Troy, he's a pal. He was like, so who do we want to get for next year? And right off the bat, everybody was like, The Roots. The Roots. We want The Roots every year at the fair. So, Troy, if you can make that happen, please get The Roots every year at the New York State Fair. Number 1 show.
Flaming Lips.
Yep.
See, I knew that was going to be number 1.
The day after my birthday, too. What a wild night.
I was gone.
What a wild night. I had to run the show that one, too, because everybody was spread out that weekend. And what a great crew to work with, first of all. Me and Red were stressed, thinking it was just going to be kind of chaotic, but it wasn't as chaotic as we thought it was going to be. And the Flaming Lips crew were super cool. Les Claypool Camp, super cool. Sean Lennon was partying on Varick Street with everybody. There's a classic picture of Sean Lennon and Rainbow from the Nail Creek that my boy Tim Schramm took. Classic picture.
Ducks, man.
What a great night in Utica. And not only that, but Chris Novoselic from Nirvana was there in the crowd hanging out. Just hanging out.
Just hanging. He just decided to come through.
Just decided to I talked to him that night, and he said he had Utica circled on his calendar for a while because the Flaming Lips are his favorite band, and him and Les are like best friends.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it's like it's a perfect night,
world, man.
And he was hanging out in Vermont that week, so he was just going to come.
Oh, it was just a local show for him, especially when you're on tour. 4 hours is nothing.
Yeah, he was just kind of hanging out. Chris Novoselic from Nirvana. Just hanging out at the brewery.
Of all places.
Flaming Lips and Claypool Lennon Delirium at the Saranac Brewery. A couple honorable mentions. Sophistafunk for the D second year anniversary party at the Dev.
Yo, those guys are beast.
Yo, I love those dudes. Love those.
They got some real good fam all across the country now.
They're killing it, man.
Like they're definitely getting their name out there.
So proud of my boys from Sophistafunk, man. I feel like we all grew up together, you know?
Yeah.
When they were playing the EC back in the day when they first got started, and
Sterling Stage.
Sterling Stage.
Yeah, they're
just
with
all
the
over.
Sterling fam, man. You know, definitely enriching.
Indeed. More honorable mentions, The Revivalist at Paper Mill Island.
Oh yeah.
Great freaking show.
They started off the year over there, right?
Yeah, that was
in May.
Yeah, was it May?
Yep.
You got a good memory. Yeah, that was back in May. And then the Struts at the Saranac Brewery. I love the Struts. Great rock and roll band. If you guys haven't seen the Struts, go check them out.
I did see Weird Al Yankovic this year. You ever see him?
Wow, did you really?
Yeah, I saw him out in Buffalo.
What's his live show like?
It's awesome. It's like a wrestling match. You know, it's like because there's he's changing costumes. He's there's like smoke, mirrors. You know, he's got cartoons. He's got clips from, you know, all the things that he's been mentioned in from like TV shows and movies, and, you know, punchlines from jokes and stuff like that. And all of a sudden he'll go into a new song, and it's just an hour and a half of just pure fun.
Oh, I bet.
Fun.
Sounds like a circus.
It really is. I
Yeah.
saw him at the Art Park, man, out in Buffalo.
Oh, great spot. That's a great venue.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah. That's a great venue you can get lost at, because before you go into the actual venue itself, there's all this cool, it's a cool park. You can walk around with all these great sculptures, and awesome place. Check that place out. One more show I need to mention
What's that?
that was monumental in 2019. He was supposed to come in today, actually, but it was the brand new Sin reunion show at the Lost Horizon back in May.
Yeah, man.
Huge. I actually worked for the boys that weekend doing merch for them. Epic.
Well, we were lucky enough that we got him at the fair.
I've never seen the Lost Horizon so packed in my life.
That
And,
place-
and I used to go to that place since I was a teenager. Packed to the gills, wall to wall people. Great freaking show. It was so good that they're coming out with a DVD for
They
it.
still have that little pit in there where you like walk in. It's like all barred right around.
Oh, yeah.
Danger.
Yeah, it is. It is. But
They had-
then Brandon Sin played at the fair, like you said, too.
Yep.
That was a great show, too.
Insane Clown Posse played at the Lost Horizon. In that whole little pit area, you were ankle deep in Fago. Because they shoot Fago from the stage.
You know, I want to get back on track, though, and talk about the whatchamacallit, the Flaming Lips. Everybody's talking about the Flaming Lips. Sean Schmidt checking in. Thank you, Sean, for checking in. Flaming Lips was a great show. If you have not checked out the Flaming Lips live, it's a must.
Yeah.
It's an absolute must. It's a psychedelic carnival.
I really wish that I got to see, because I was scrolling through Facebook that day, and that was the one time that I actually got FOMO from a show. You know, here I am on tour with a band that everybody gets FOMO from, you know, when they miss an electric show. But the Flaming Lips with the confetti.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
You know, the weird shit that's coming from the stage, and the eyeballs, and like they even had like the blow up. They had the balloons that said, what did it say?
Fuck yeah, Utica.
Fuck yeah, Utica. And it said it real big from the stage, and you know, all the pictures that came from, I was like, man, motherfucker. I'm just scrolling right on by. I'm loving the pictures, not just liking them. You know what I mean? It was that awesome, and I really wish I got to see it.
How I described the Flaming Lips, every song is like New Year's Eve.
Really?
Every song is like, it's like a countdown to New Year's Eve.
So what's,
it's just
like-
epic. Every song is so epic.
There's a
and
story behind the band too, right? Like they've
They've been around for a long time.
Yeah,
man.
but they-
they've been along since the early 80s.
but they didn't like publicize, or they didn't.
They were just an underground band for so
underground
long.
band.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
that
caught
was-
on to like the Lollapalooza scene. And
They said they were going to sell out Madison Square Garden with no sort of like, I guess they managed their own band. Or-
yeah, I think they're their own conglomerate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was like one of the big things that I knew about the Flaming Lips. I'm like, oh, they're playing Utica. Fuck, I'm on tour.
Yeah. What a great show.
I mean, it's like I'm just so lucky that I got to do what I did, but I was still upset that I missed the show.
They'll be
Because
back. I think they're coming back.
I hope
maybe
so,
not
man.
this summer, but I'm sure they'll come back because
Well,
people are still talking. As we're still talking about it, like 4 months, 5 months later.
You
we're
keep me
still talking
buzzing
about
from
that
the show, man.
Yeah.
Like, and I wasn't even there, and you make me feel like I was. You know?
I do want to circle back and talk about this weekend is Jam Cruise.
Yes.
And you've done a few cruises before. And I know we've talked about this when we first launched EC Radio back 3 years ago. But I want to bring this back up again. I'm a big fan of the excursions getaways
Yep.
where a band sets up at like some island resort, like went to Jamaica this past year or last year.
Yep,
And
the
as a matter of fact,
Tropical
it was a
Throwdown.
year ago today that we were in Jamaica.
Right.
But anyways, yeah, the Tropical Throwdown. So you go to a resort and there's a festival at these resorts and food and drink and everything like that. But everybody has a cruise now.
Yes.
It's a festival on water.
Kid Rock's got a cruise. Kiss has a cruise.
Kiss has a cruise. Chris Jericho has a cruise. They all have cruises. Everybody has a cruise.
There's a Christian rock cruise too.
Like there's a it's crazy.
Everyone's got one.
Everybody's got a cruise right now in the middle of Jam Cruise, and we got a bunch of friends out there.
Dude, people are rolling deep.
People are rolling deep, but here's my gripe with the cruises.
All right.
I know a bunch of people on that cruise, right?
Yep.
And I know the condition that they're in going into that cruise.
Yo,
health wise,
yeah, they all got the Wook flu.
they all got the Wook flu.
They all got the Wook
And
flu,
they're all bringing
hanging
it
out.
on this boat.
Yeah.
They're going to be passing around joints, and then they get into the hot tub. What do you call the hot tub?
What did I say? Oh, it was Wook soup.
Wookie soup. Wookie soup. Right? Everybody gets in the hot tub, but they're spreading all their freaking sicknesses and their germs. That's why would never go on a cruise.
Well, that's where the washy happy comes from. Because
Yeah, I don't care how much you washy happy. There's still germs all over that freaking place.
you go into you go in and out of the cafe, like the buffet areas, and there's like a bunch of free shit for you that's all inclusive that you paid for, and then there's restaurants that you actually have to like pay money for. But anytime you go in and out of these things, they have like a little spray bottle, washy happy, because everyone's like foreign. You know, not anyone's like they're from Switzerland, Guatemala, Costa Rica, Australia. They're from all over the place. No one and it's Norwegian cruise lines, or they're on the MCS Divina, which is an Italian cruise liner. So you probably got every Mediterranean motherfucker that's on this boat. And they're all, washy, happy, and this spray. It's like, because you're spreading germs everywhere.
I know.
Not to mention that all the stuff.
Especially in the hot tub.
Because when
Wook soup.
because people, they bring plates of bacon with them from the buffet because it's right there from the pool deck.
Yeah.
And then they just, pass it around bacon. So bacon's falling in. You got cigarette butts in there. People are farting. People had stuff in their pockets that they didn't even know. And it's all floating on top. You're like, get out of here, man. But you know what they're doing? Hanging the fuck out in that Wook soup.
Empty bags of Molly.
all on the rim with the cigarette ashtray that's the top of a Coke can.
Yeah. I love the idea, the cruise idea. The older I get, I'm becoming more and more of a germaphobe.
Yeah.
The more and more older I get. Seriously.
Call out to Badger.
So, hanging out. I think hanging out with Badger so much has made me become a germaphobe.
Yeah.
Actually, to be honest, I stayed in a bunch of hotel rooms with him, so maybe by osmosis,
My man stays tight though.
He's worn off on me for sure. But anyways, going on one of these cruises would just freak me out. And then we've talked to friends after they get off Jam Cruise.
Yep.
And I don't want to just call out Jam Cruise. It's all these cruises because I think they're a fantastic thing. It's just they're transporting germs.
You remember because when we first started out EC Radio, we were in that little room over there.
Yeah.
We had Vinny on the phone.
Right. That was like our second show ever.
He just got off Jam Cruise.
Right.
What did he have?
The Wook flu.
The Wook flu. And I'm like, did you go in the hot tub? He's like, yeah, man, I fucked up.
So the word of advice.
Word of advice, don't go in the hot tubs when you're on the cruise. But, the pros for being on the cruise, it's a floating casino. All your friends are,
you get to dock
close
and go to other
quarters.
countries and stuff.
Other countries, your days at sea, seeing the sunrise and sunset in the ocean. It's fun for the traveler heart. But as soon as the weather turns, then you got to hunker down. I've never seen anybody hunker up.
So have
or
you been
hunker
on a
left.
cruise when the weather's gone rough?
2.
Have you?
Yep.
Yeah.
I've at 2 out of the 4.
What do you do in that situation? Take a bunch of Dramamine?
You got to take the Dramamine. You got to, as soon as the sky turns gray, you got to take the Dramamine. Unless you're not prone to getting seasick. Some people say the edibles don't phase me.
Yeah, right. Famous last words. Take it from me.
Oh, the edibles don't phase me, and all of a sudden
You're blind in one eye.
You're blind in one eye. You're falling asleep for 3 hours. Standing up. But the Dramamine definitely helps. It definitely helps because I took it and I was like, man, I should be feeling like this all the time, and I felt terrible. terrible. But it was on 311 Cruise 4. No, it was Cruise 5. The very last day, we ended up going basically sideways. You'd see like these big 15-foot windows,
Swells.
just left and right, and you're this way.
So
and that
where are
way.
you at this point in time?
I'm on the pool deck.
You're on the deck, so you're outside watching this?
Yep.
Yeah, you're just like, screw it.
And then I was like,
Gonna be in it.
yep. And then the show ended.
So music's still going on in the middle?
Music's still going on.
Really?
Yep. Because it was actually 311 they were playing. It was their last set on the boat.
Okay.
And they were just about to finish it because like we're hitting waves, and then you're seeing like the white spray come over the top of the boat. Mind you, these boats are huge.
Yeah.
You're like 100 and something feet in the air.
Yeah.
And the water's spraying over the top and you're getting wet.
Yeah.
And if you're tripping on mushrooms, it's weird. Because you're like, it's no cloud in the sky.
It's got to be scary.
Dude,
though.
it's terrifying.
Frightening.
And then
I would just go right to the bar and just get drunk.
that's what they say you're supposed to do.
That's right.
That's what they say you're supposed to do. But, I didn't want to just spend all this money because it's exponential, to buy drinks on a cruise unless you get like the drink package. I didn't want to like spend all that money and then throw it all up. That's like my worst thing besides spending money on food that I don't like.
Get it?
But then the last cruise that I went on, same thing. We ended up, hitting some treacherous waters, and I ended up just getting seasick.
Have you ever done the excursion?
No.
The excursion festivals?
I would really like to do one of those because
Yeah.
a lot of people really like those.
They're starting to do those island tours down in Jamaica. Everybody's doing.
Yep.
And where they do it, that resort's really, really cool. Down at the Cove Island Jewel or whatever it is in Jamaica. And then they do them in Mexico too. Fish does
Fish
one.
at the Riviera.
The Grateful Dead's doing theirs right now, playing
At the
in
same
sand,
place?
Same place. And like a Widespread does one. And it's pretty cool. Like these excursions are a lot of fun. It will change the way you do concerts.
It really does. I know
does.
Humphreys McGee, they have their Mayan holidays.
Oh, that's Disco Biscuits.
Is that Disco Biscuits?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I thought it was
I think
like,
Humphreys just plays it.
okay. And then, dude, it's just great that all these bands that, because you gotta age with the fans as well, because it's not just like going to the show,
Right.
because like a lot of bands have their own beer now. A lot of bands are coming out with their own CBD line or their own marijuana line or their own. You're progressing along with the musical taste and the musical crowd and the culture, and with the aging fans, you got to figure out what they're going to be doing. So they're all trying to vacation. So now you get to vacation with your favorite band,
There's really nothing like it.
dude.
It's like the ultimate vacation. You go hang out with your favorite band, and usually at these excursions, it's not just one band. Other than Fish, Fish does they're the only band, but a lot of these other like the island tours it's a couple bands. You got a few of them. Last year when we saw Mo was Mo and DJ Logic and Big Something and
Yep.
New Master Sounds. It was cool. It was a cool little lineup, but it's very lax. It's not really time regiment. If you go to these festivals, oh my God, it's 7:00. I got to go see such and such.
Dude, and that's
It's
like,
so laid back.
if you look at the Jam Cruise schedule, like there's so many bands that are overlapping, and like you want to see this one, you want to see that one, and like even though you're on the boat itself, you're still crushing like 10,000 steps because you're on one end of the boat, the other, up the stairs, on the elevator. You're standing on your feet all day, and you get sea legs too,
Oh yeah, I bet.
because like
Because you're just going like this the whole time.
you don't realize it, you don't feel it, but your legs are taking the brunt of it because you don't want to. That's the real FOMO because you don't want to miss anything on the boat, and then you're up early, you're out late, you don't get sleep. People are, it's a real life musical montage is what it is.
The moral of this conversation, ladies and gentlemen,
Spend your money wisely.
don't go in the hot tub.
Don't go in the hot tub.
Don't go in the wook soup, man. What do you got coming up? Anything?
What do I have coming up? It is the slow season for work.
I know what you do got coming up.
What do I got coming up?
Disruption Network's 3-year anniversary party.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah, baby. That's coming up
That's right.
February 8th.
8th.
Yep. We're going to need a couple of you guys. I think it's going to be off the charts.
Haley in the Water.
Haley in the Water.
Where is this at again?
The Jewish Community Center, 2310 Oneida Street in Utica.
That is awesome. I like that you utilize that space, and they probably love.
I love that space.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really, really like that space. For me, it feels like we're partying in our high school. It takes away from the bar aspect.
Yeah.
You know, because it's cool to be in a bar or whatever, but this kind of takes away from that because it's an auditorium. It's a real stage. It's a great room. It sounds great in there. And you got the gymnasium, and we can sell beer and wine and food and everything. It's a great little spot.
What kind of food you gonna have outside? Were you having trucks?
Yeah, I
Or are
think
you gonna
Doughboys
bring
is going to
food
do. They're bringing it in. I don't think there are going to be any trucks, but we're going to cater it in type
Cool.
of thing.
Because they got the nice big that kitchen area.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time. It's February 8th. It's going down at the Jewish Community Center. Haley in the Water. So it's Haley Jane and Annie in the Water, and they're covering all of Fleetwood Mac's Rumors album.
Yeah, it's gonna be so kick.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so kick ass.
Plus, Haley's going to do an acoustic set, and Annie in the Water is going to do their own set for like an hour or so. And then we also have Trampoline Jetstream. We got the boys playing. Got to get the boys in the mix. And we also have Live Noah kicking it all off. Noah Dinerstein. Hey, you know, it's the Jewish Community Center's
he deserves some.
favorite son. Well, if you're going to play in the Jewish Community Center, you got to have their favorite son open up the show, right?
That is right.
So
Did he used to go to Temple there?
he still goes to Temple there. But, it's going to be a great show. I'm really looking forward to it. Go to disruptionnetwork.net. You can pick up tickets there. Get tickets in advance. Save yourself a couple bucks, $15 in advance, $20 at the door.
Where can they buy them at?
Nowhere. So you just get them online.
You just
go
buy 'em
online. You're online right now watching this. So you can go click over to our website and you can get yourself a pair of tickets. So we'll probably give away a couple tickets too. But this is going to be great, man. I'm really, really looking forward to it. Very blessed that we were able to get this show and happen it and tie it in with our anniversary party.
Dude, you're crushing it.
You're crushing it, bro. As a matter of fact, it would be like exactly 1 year ago to the day that we did the Sophistafunk anniversary party at the Dev. It's crazy how it all ties right in at the same year ago later.
That's
365 days later, we're still partying, still celebrating.
Still celebrating.
Cue up the Coolin' Gang. No, it's going to be a great time, man. I'm looking forward to it. And thanks to everybody for all the support and stuff. And thanks to Holy Pizzoli. Nicole's going to drop us off some Pizzolis over there. And thanks to my friends over at Saranac. They're going to provide some beer and
All right.
stuff. Yeah, it's going to be
Start cashing in some favors.
Yeah, baby. February 8th. Mark it on your calendar, people. Come party with us. Celebrate 3 years of the D. We're also giving away our D Awards.
Oh, awesome.
Who's the biggest D of 2019? I got a couple ideas.
Got a couple people.
There's a couple people that are really deserving of this award this year. And
you're
you'll
definitely
find out.
deserving of an award.
no, I give out the award. I just got an award.
You just got one.
I don't need another one. I don't need it. It's our turn to hand out the awards, and there's a couple people really deserving of the Disruption Awards this year. So I think we're handing out like
There
4 of them
definitely
this
is.
year. There's 4 going out this year.
Quattro. Amigo.
Quattro. February 8th, mark it on your calendars. Come party with us. If you got to get a babysitter, book it right freaking now. We're partying all night. JCC. Plus, we'll be done by 11 o'clock, 11:30. We're old now, so we get things done early. Probably
we're a month
midnight
away.
at the latest.
We're 1 month away from the show.
1 month away, exactly.
Just less than a month because it's the 8th. We're on the 9th.
I know a lot of my people, because we're getting older now, and a lot of my friends have kids, and everybody goes to bed early. I go to bed early.
Yeah.
That's why we like to get the shows done kind of early. So
Show on the road.
Show should be done around 11:30 midnight. You can,
Early bird special.
that's it. Nothing good happens after midnight anyways.
The only thing open after midnight are hospitals and legs, and I don't want to see in any of them.
Where's that from?
That's an age-old saying that my mom used to say.
Thank you, Joanne. That's a good one. Oh, that's so funny, man. But yeah, come on out February 8th, mark it on the calendars. Lots of good things hanging out. And then also we're going to be doing a 420 party. I mentioned that earlier at Utica Hemp. Probably.
I got to get me some of that Utica hemp products.
You should. You know, he built a stage in there. He's going to have not bands, going to have acoustic artists come in and play every so often.
All right.
Yeah, I know Big Sexy's playing there in a couple weeks.
Jay Schnitt.
Jay Schnitt will be playing there and everybody. So we're going to get a whole 420 party thing happening at Utica.
Live Noah.
The Jewish community's favorite song. He's good, man. He's killing it.
He's
too,
got
man.
great merch, man.
Yeah,
and he's got a lot of stuff on sale going right
Well,
now.
he's killing it musically. He writes some really cool, creative songs. So it's cool. It'll be a fun time. Be a real fun time. Okay, now you know what? Sorry, guys. I have a couple people checking on the website over here, and I had no idea. Cooney's going second to none. Yeah, second to none, baby. Stu is saying Flogging Molly has a cruise too.
Yeah, Flogging Molly has a cruise. Coheed and Cambria and Taking Back Sunday actually have a cruise now.
Really?
Yeah.
Everybody has one.
When-
I think we need to have our own cruise.
We really should.
We'll do a
The
Disruption
Disruption
cruise.
Booze Cruise.
Oh my god.
We'll go out on like Oneida Lake
Yeah.
with the barge. But when 311 was coming back to port on their cruise, they were flipping that over to turn into Kid Rock's Chillin' the Most cruise. That's fucked up.
So is that how they do? They just kind of share the same boat.
Yep, share the same boat.
Flip the boat.
They flip the boat. They douche it right down. They take all the poker tables because they all have like the decals and stuff, and they flip those and then they take all the poker chips because they have signifying poker chips for the cruise itself. There's a lot of like little things that they got to like take down and put up for another one.
And imagine flipping a boat isn't no easy task.
It's not like flipping a plane, man.
Right.
It's a boat. You got like 10 floors of people.
It's a city.
You know, 2,500 cabins. You know,
A floating vessel of germs is what it is.
dude, it's gross.
Though I do recommend check out an excursion. Maybe we should find an excursion to go to next year. I'm hoping Mo does one for next year.
Well, if Mo
'Cause
did,
I told them I will always go to Jamaica with them.
well, we'll see what happens with that because you know since they're on Jam Cruise this year, there's a lot of speculation that there's no Mo down. So
Right.
we'll find out later what's going on with that later in the year. But they try to alternate, just like
Every 3 years, he was saying.
what for Mo down?
No, for throwdown.
Oh, for Throwdown.
Yeah.
Okay, so if they did it last year,
So maybe in 2022.
2022.
I'm going to give you some time to save up. It's worth it, though. It really is.
Well,
and then they give you the option to either stay a day later or come a day earlier.
I'd probably.
I do both. Come a day earlier. I'm going to stay a day later. You're going to have to kick me out of there.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
No problem, man. No problem. Cooney's saying that's what's up.
That's what's up.
And you know Cooney will go, too.
Yeah, he will.
He was a great traveling partner. We had some good times.
He's a great guy to be around. He's good company.
We had some good times. A lot of laughs. We went up those Dun Rivers Falls. You ever, when you go to Jamaica, you have to check out Dun
Where
Rivers.
were you in Jamaica?
Yeah,
Negril?
Yeah, somewhere's around there.
That's like the west side of the
Coconut
island.
Grove or some shit.
I was when I went to Jamaica. I was in Ocho Rios.
Ocho Rios. Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Okay,
Ocho
that's-
Cinco.
That's like
Chad Brown or Chad Smith or whatever else. Chad
Ocho
Johnson.
Cinco. You know, like the the burrito place out in Syracuse. That's Alto Cinco.
It's Alto Cinco.
But there's an Otro Cinco, right? That's like a little annex of the place. That's like over by Chuck. I don't want to say Chuck Jayo's office, but it's like there's another one. There's two of them out there.
Anyways, yeah, in Jamaica though, when you go down there, you got to check out Dun Rivers Falls, and you go climbing up these. You climb
Oh,
up
you do the
waterfalls.
cliff falls.
Yeah, but you know
The
how like
cliff jumping.
you don't cliff jump. You just
Oh,
climb
okay.
up the falls. You just climb up, and then you get to the top of one, and you're like, oh shit, we got to climb up another set of falls.
Oh.
But anyway, it's super cool. But you know how like when you go hiking around here, and you're going through water, you kind of slip on the moss or whatever.
Yeah.
There's none of that at Dun Rivers Falls. Like it's
Just
almost
easy
like
climbing?
the rocks had like grip tape on them. Yeah, it was like, easy climbing, and you fall in little holes.
Climb
swim
barefoot.
around
And you
and
have
stuff.
shoes on.
I had shoes on. Some people did barefoot. And I'm watching like the tour guides run up the falls like they were freaking Cuber. It was amazing.
That's
Amazing
That's wild,
to watch.
man.
Well,
I stayed on the beach when I was down there, drinking Red Stripes. That's how I got connected with the band The Green.
yeah, man. Drinking Red Stripes.
Drinking Red Stripes. They came over right to our side, and they're like, "Oh, we know you guys," because they were doing dabs in our room earlier with Doug Benson.
Are you one to drink frozen drinks?
You know what? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Have like one or two.
Yeah, because they're just chock full of sugar, man.
Yeah, it is
And
big
it's
time.
like, even though I do have a sweet tooth, as soon as that sugar wears off and you're just like miserably drunk in the sun, it's just tough.
Yeah, it
tough
is.
living.
Yeah. It's a bad hangover too. Bad hangover.
Very. But yeah, I do like them. I like the pinas. I'm not too big on the strawberry daiquiris. The BBCs, which is the banana, Bailey's, and coconut. Those are really nice.
Sounds so good.
Those are really nice. That's an island drink right there.
What do you got going this weekend? Anything?
I got Trevor Noah. He's playing over at the Landmark on Saturday, and I'm doing the overnight detail on Friday to make sure no one's going to be coming in, breaking in, and messing with the stuff. And then we got the Ray brothers' wedding on Saturday.
Ray brothers get married?
Yeah.
Tucker?
Tucker, yeah.
Is he?
Tucker and Sandra.
Oh, congratulations, Tucker.
Yes.
Great people, great folks over at Ray Brothers.
Yeah. Congratulations to them, man.
They're expanding, I see, too.
Expanding. I mean, they've made the what they just built is like twice the size of the restaurant that they have.
Oh, wow.
And that's supposed to be like the bar area. So they're just like
Good for them. They deserve it.
Good for them, man.
Those guys work their asses off, and they've grown into this monster
Out of 4 years.
in 4 years. And
4 years of being, just a landmark. They've made the top 100 restaurant list for barbecue.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
So they've gotten
Well deserved.
they've got some real steam going right now.
Good for them.
And I can only imagine what's to come. They rented a stage for their concert series because they have concerts that play there over the summer.
You got a bigger stage.
They had a bigger stage in the back area. They had who played there?
JJ Gray, Mofro.
Yes, awesome. Another show that I missed.
Me too. But I knew about it.
I knew about it.
I think we were at the fair.
Were we at the fair?
I think so.
Okay.
But they're doing great things at Ray Brothers. Congratulations to Tucker and his
Nothing but
future
love and
wife.
blessings to them. Yes,
Yeah, Colin too, man. Great people. Saw them over the weekend for the Mo New Year's at the Stanley. They also catered one day on the afternoon for the afternoon. Great food. Love their food.
Yeah, they're fantastic people, and they just started jumping on this the plant-based diet that's kind of happening right now. That's sweeping the land. They got a black bean burger there that is just out of this world, and they're going to try incorporating some more stuff within the menu
Cool.
to accommodate people that are jumping on this. I don't want to call it a fad diet, but it's definitely like sweeping the nation right now.
You call it plant-based diets, but people have been vegetarians their whole lives.
Well, there's like the Beyond Meat, the Impossible this, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm kind of saying in the plant-based era, as opposed to just like eating your regular green salads and your alkaline green vegetables, or kale used to be a garnish. Now you actually like eat the stuff now. So like there's, instead of just like those like the greeny vegetable kind of stuff that like dinosaurs would eat, now it's like everything was basically started out in a lab, but now it's like you have science backing these like these fake chicken nuggets or the fake burgers or the fake pork, but it's all made and rendered from plants. And plus you have like plant-based protein supplements now, and it's made out of peas. And now there's like a plant-based non-dairy milk that's out there, and it's called Ripple, and it's made from peas. And it's insane. There's just so much that's going on with the whole plant-based trend that's going right now, and I love it. I like the fact that we're taking leaps and bounds into that sense, but it's definitely just the approach to thinking about eating these kind of things.
I've been doing the intermediate fasting.
Intermittent fasting.
Intermediate, whatever. It's just skipping breakfast is pretty much what it is.
It's a trendy term for skipping breakfast.
Yeah. But it's been working for me.
Yep.
I'm down a bunch of pounds. It's been working for me. Like, I won't eat. I'll cut myself off at 8 o'clock at night, which is super hard for me to do.
Yeah.
Really hard for me to do.
You don't eat 2 hours before you go to bed.
8, 9 o'clock is usually when I cut it
taking
off.
the right steps.
But I'll only eat from like 2 p.m. to like 8 p.m.
So you're doing like the glycemic window is what they call it.
Yeah, exactly. And then don't eat until the same. That's my cycle. So I'll probably grab something to eat in a minute here.
We are our own science experiments, man.
Yeah, seriously. No, you're right, man. You're right.
Like I realized that because I've been doing this plant-based thing for about 3 months now. I'm not vegan, but I'm definitely conscientious about just the diet. I've never been disciplined in my diet. I've always just been, I got good genes. I'm blessed with the fact that I'm not, morbidly obese or anything like that. I'm still athletic.
You're handsome.
I'm handsome. But I've never been disciplined in the sense where it's like I just go work out and I'll fucking chug milk and I'll eat beef jerky that's been in my pocket for a couple days.
Raw eggs.
Raw eggs.
I do the raw eggs thing.
You crack the thing in your mouth like Hatchet.
Actually, I put them in my protein drinks.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never done raw eggs, to be honest with you.
No, I learned it from Hulk Hogan back when he was training Mr. T for WrestleMania 1. Serious.
That's like some raw dog stuff, man. You just crush an egg and just crack it in your mouth one hand. You're like, ooh, but some people they love it.
Yeah, it's not bad. Like I said, I mix it in my protein shake though.
You ever have an alcoholic drink with egg whites in it?
No.
You know, it's like that's
shit, it's probably a trendy thing though.
Yeah. It's like it makes it like a little bit more ritzy.
I'll have to ask our man Joe Early.
Yeah.
He's the
cool Joe.
Yeah, the mixologist extraordinaire.
I know. We should talk to him about getting some egg whites or what is that? If you shake it turns into meringue, right?
Migo, let's get out of here, man.
All
let's do some stuff and hang out and do our thing that we like to do. It's your thing. Big love to my friends over at Utica Hemp. I'm rocking the hoodie today.
I got to get me one.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Chip.
I got cash.
Yeah, great. This is a great hoodie. It's super comfortable.
It's a great hoodie.
It is. It's a great and a great hoodie. Thank you so much to the Utica Hemp folks. I'm looking forward to doing more stuff over there. We're gonna have a promo code with them soon too, coming up in February. So
you get $2.50 off your next purchase.
Like 10, yeah, it'll be like 10% off or something like that. He's gonna give us a little discount. Promo code Disruption. Tell him you heard this message or whatever. And maybe we'll try it early. Try it now. See if you're.
Well, Ty Volkswagen, you get $250 off, right?
Yeah. But you can check out Utica Hemp at uticahempco.com. And also EJA Moving Services. When you're ready to move and relocate, hit up Eddie, EJAmoving.com. He should put you on the team.
He should.
He'd probably fire everybody if he had you.
I'll move a piano by myself.
Eddie, I got a new employee for you.
You don't see piano movers nowadays anymore.
Nah. Now they got those straps they put around their waist, and they make moving easy.
You don't hoist it up through the.
Well, that's what I'm telling you about EJA. Those guys got it down. Yeah. They got it down. They can move you in and out of a place quick, very, very quick, very efficiently. They won't scratch walls or bang up doors or any of that.
They've perfected the pivot.
Yeah. When we were doing our instrument drive, and they picked up all the instruments out of my storage unit, dude, the guy freaking wrapped every individual piece of instrument.
That's care.
Wrapped it in one of those packing blankets. He wrapped every single one of them. I'm like, dude, we're only going down 5 minutes away,
That's incredible.
And he's like, no, we got to make sure they're all right.
Yeah.
It just speaks volumes of Eddie's character. He'll move you wherever you want to go, too. So if you want to move to, Canastota, or if you want to move to Vegas or Arizona.
Wampsville.
If you want to move to Hawaii, Eddie will move you there. EJAmoving.com. Great man. Definitely get a hold of him. We talked about our 2-year anniversary party. I want to make sure all you people come out, celebrate 3 years. Oh, 3 years. Sorry, I said 2, huh? I'm looking at the 2. I don't know why it says 2. Anyways, 3-year anniversary party.
Probably saying peace.
For the D. February 8th. Jewish Community Center, Oneida Street, Utica. It's going to be an early night. Come on down. Come hang out. Drink, party, and listen to the whole Fleetwood Mac Rumors album performed by Haley in the Water, which is Haley Jane and Annie in the Water. They're also going to do their own sets, and Trampoline Jetstream's going to be there. It's going to be a great time. February 8th. Get your tickets, disruptionnetwork.net.
You better tell those Trampoline Jetstream guys to get some merch together.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something, man, and I love what they're doing right now.
Me too, and I want to show my support by repping a band T-shirt.
There's such a great music community going on amongst these bands right now between Trampoline Jetstream and Annie in the Water and Substance and Copper Vein Clones and just all these great bands that are playing locally, the Old Main being another one, the Black River. There's such a great, cool music community happening.
Yes, there is, man.
And it's great to see Trampoline Jetstream right in the middle of all of that. And they picked up some management. So they got the people from Annie in the Water helping them get gigs. And
right on,
so man. It's great, man. They got themselves tied into some really good people. And they're going to perform on February 8th at the Jewish Community Center. Come on out. Celebrate the D. 3 years. I can't believe we've been doing this 3 years.
I know, man. Moving on up.
There
Over there.
We're over
here.
here. Winning awards and shit.
Shit.
Oh, man. Thank you so much for paying attention to us today. You can listen to everything that we're doing at disruptionnetwork.net. Tons of content. We got new content coming up, too. We're going to be launching a ghost hunting show.
Whoa.
That's coming up at the end of this month.
I used to go ghost hunting.
Did you?
Yeah, man.
Maybe we should get you on their show with them.
I went to Beardsley Castle.
Oh, that's a great spot. So we're launching a new ghost hunting show. It's called Agent Paranormal. That's going to be happening soon. We're also going to be launching a new podcast with my man Bill Vinci from the Empire Plate called No Time for Nonsense. That's going to be happening really soon. Also going to be doing some stuff with our folks from Creative Concerts. So we got a lot of things happening for 2020 at the D. A lot of good things happening.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited. I love you, amigo.
Love you too, amigo.
Thanks for filling in and always being such a great friend to me.
Hey. Call me up.
You're one of those friends that I can call at any moment and just be like, you're always there for me. So I appreciate our friendships, bro. I love you.
I love you too, man.
Thank you so much for everything that you do for me, man.
You're the
You rock.
best.
You're the best. We'll see you later.
So you just bought your dream home, and now it's time to move. Let's face it, nobody likes to move. All the packing, unpacking, lifting, upstairs, downstairs, and broking everything, including your back. Let the professionals at EJA Moving Company take all the stress and pain out of your move. Competitively priced moving, relocation services, office moves, and complete packing and unpacking services. They work with everybody to make it simple and easy for you to move and relocate. Call EJA Moving Company at 315-335-0516. When it's time to relocate, have EJA Moving do all the work for you. Hit them up online, ejamoving.com.
Want to know what's going on at the D? Hit up DisruptionNetwork.net and check out our events calendar brought to you by the Events Co. Find out about upcoming guests, special events, concerts, show schedules, community activities, and more. Get connected at DisruptionNetwork.net.
Only on the D.